Welcome to Steve Taylor's High School Stars of the Week. I'm Nick Marconi here with Steve Taylor, Tom Cole, and Terry Crosby. We got a very exciting show for you today. We got a two-time All-State wrestler. We got a girl with a green thumb. We got a construction star, and we got an All-American baseball player. Guys, take it away.
Hey everybody, it's Steve Taylor. I'm here, like Nick said, with Tom and Terry. As always, thanks Nick for a wonderful introduction. I will say though, we got to speed up the show a little bit. You know, that took Nick about 8.5 minutes to get through that intro. What do we have, 18 takes? Yes. We love you, Nick. We love you. It's our amusement for the week.
Hey, horticulturist is a tough word for anybody, okay?
So is green thumb.
We love you, man. We love you, man.
Hey, but Nick is right. We got a great show. Yep. We're starting off at Bedford with a talented wrestler.
Yep.
And this is Sylvia Pierce, and she's a two-time All-State. Is that right?
Boss, two-time state champion.
State champion
in wrestling in Bedford, and you know, women's wrestling is on the uptick.
Yep.
More and more young ladies are getting in, and you know, you can understand it. What does that provide for the young ladies? Discipline. It's a sport of discipline. It's a sport of confidence. You know, there's no place to run or hide. When I played football, I could blame Cross, or hey, he didn't get the yardage we needed, or the receiver dropped the ball. I blame all kinds of people. You're out on the mat, ain't nobody to blame but yourself, and that takes a really strong person to put yourself out there like that. So Sylvia's done a great job.
Yeah. And off the tail end of that time, you know, Sylvia, she's really good at the 127-pound weight,
which is a tough weight class.
Which is a very, very tough weight class. And you know something else? Wrestlers, and we all been athletes before in our lives.
Yeah.
They're some of the most fittest athletes in the world.
No question.
So congratulations, Sylvia.
Yeah,
good job.
Awesome. And we talk about it all the time. Like you said, the women's wrestling program around
on the up. More women, young ladies are doing it. And hey, you know, sports is for everyone. And you know, Title IX has changed everything and for the better. And any young lady that wants to participate in a sport, gosh darn it, they should be able to do it, and that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, well said. We love the Stars of the Week, and it's not always about you know, the athletes.
Right.
We have got a great story out of Southview High School. You have found a young lady, Sam Warner, who is a horticulturist. I got that word right.
Yes.
Nick's crying in the hallway right now.
If you ask me how to spell it, though, and I think all three of us, we get a couple vowels and syllables in there.
Well, you know, just leave me out from the start.
You didn't spot me 11 letters, and I still wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get it.
But this is a great story. Tell us a little bit more.
Well, Sam's a president of the Future Farmers of America. We know this in America. Farming is everything. Sure. We're the best country at producing food compared to any country in the world. So future farmers are important to us. Can they produce food more efficiently, cost less, maybe with less water? Right. You know, they're talking about doing things, dry farming and less water. So the technology in farming, we just go to the grocery store and we sometimes, man, we don't appreciate what goes into it. Right. You know, you just get your fruits and your vegetables and all things. Farming is a science and a skill, and Sam's very good at it.
Right? And you know what, Sam? If you ever wanted to attend the University of Tennessee, they are ranked #1 when it comes to horticultural and horticultural beds. So get in contact with me and I'll see what I can do.
Good to know.
Very cool.
Yeah,
good job. Good job.
Great stuff coming out of Southview, right? We've got another story now out of Southview also. We've got a young man who's majoring in construction.
Yep.
But there's a cool story behind this that you found out.
Well, yeah, Colin Geskery is his name, and he loves woodworking. He loves construction. I think he wants to go into the building trades and the building. You know, and I think, guys, this is such a great thing because not everybody, and Colin may go to college. I mean, if he chooses to be an engineer or whatever, but if he doesn't, you know, you can learn a trade and have a great life without going to college. And maybe that didn't come out right, but it's not for everybody. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with being a construction person or electronics person, or that's fine. You're great. But anyways, he's very skilled at woodworking. He took a retiree from Sylvania area, community area, and he built a complete deck for him. Oh, wow. So that's the kind of kid that Colin is. Awesome. And Colin's going to either be an engineer or project construction guy or whatever, but he's very good at it.
And I just want to elaborate a little bit on what you just said, T. For both the girls and boys, men and women, you know, college is not everything, like you said.
Right.
You know, your vocational skill training, I think that is the way towards the future. And so congratulations.
You know, boss, that's a salient point that Cross makes. The industries are clamoring for the vocational industries, plumber, electrician, construction. They're clamoring for people. Carpentry.
Yes.
They make great wages. You're employed forever.
Right.
You know, so there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I think we have sold kids a bad bill of goods that, you know.
And there's no debt.
Right,
That's what I was gonna say.
right. You know what, Cross? That's a huge point. I still owe Ohio Wesleyan about $20,000, I think. Maybe Steve's gonna be taking it out of my check. I can see it coming.
Well, I got a full scholarship to Tennessee, but I had some library fines. that are still
I'm sure there's some parking fines, library fines. That's pretty true. Yep. Good stuff. No, that's a great story though coming out of
Yeah.
Southview,
Yes.
and
Good
that's
job.
why we said we love highlighting kids. You know, that aren't always the ones that get the recognition in the
Yeah.
paper. You know, for their sports. You know what they've done, but great job in the community and what they're doing.
I meant to tell you this off air, boss, but I'll tell you on air. You and Terry and China and Casey got a number of compliments. The one we did last week where we had things that weren't the typical sports thing, were other extracurricular activities. Number of people commented on my Facebook page how nice that is that we're recognizing other kids, not just you hit 4 home runs yesterday in the game, and I think that's a testament to all
And
of you.
can you imagine how encouraging that is?
Yeah,
for the
absolutely.
people that you are
Yeah,
recognizing?
absolutely.
That's very important. Good
Well,
job, T.
Speaking of 4 home runs, though, we do have a baseball player that we want to acknowledge, right? Because we've got Anthony Wayne star Ty Roeder.
Yeah.
And am I right? Like Nick said that this kid is an All-American.
Yeah, the Rawlings.
That's a big deal.
It is. The Rawlings Baseball Company that makes the gloves and other things, obviously, baseball oriented. They have a preseason All-American status, and Anthony Wayne has a great baseball program. I broadcast games from their field. If you've ever been out to their baseball field, you guys would love it. It's like a cool baseball stadium.
Right.
But they have a great baseball program. But Ty's a preseason Rawlings All-American. So that's congratulations to you.
And what I want to say about that, Ty, this is from me to you. Just because you've been nominated as All-American, that doesn't mean you stop to work. So carry on putting in the work, you know, moving forward.
Yep.
But congratulations on all
Absolutely.
Great job. Yeah, as always. Hey, this is a fun show. Nick definitely helped kick it off the right way, stumbling and bumbling his way through it. We got to make fun of him for a little bit of that.
And boss, I didn't mention you and Cross, but I was, you didn't know this in college, I was preseason all pizza. I was on the double crust team, so that was I got a trophy at home. I'll bring it in one of these
You
days.
should bring that in.
I'll bring it in for you guys to see it.
That's all right, T. I was honorable mention. So.
Marco's, I'm sure, would love to see that. Right? Thanks a lot to Marco's for, as always, sponsoring the show and helping out these kids, giving them a free large pie. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.